How can we replace fossil fuels with renewable energy sources? This is a crucial question for our future, as fossil fuels are the main source of greenhouse gas emissions that cause global warming and climate change. Fossil fuels, such as coal, oil, and natural gas, supply about 80% of the world's energy, but they also have many negative impacts on the environment, wildlife, and human health. Renewable energy sources, such as solar, wind, hydro, biomass, and geothermal, are cleaner and more sustainable alternatives to fossil fuels. They use natural resources that are constantly replenished by nature and do not produce harmful emissions or waste. Renewable energy sources can provide electricity, heat, and transportation, as well as support various industries and products. However, replacing fossil fuels with renewable energy sources is not an easy task. There are many challenges and opportunities involved in this transition, such as the cost of renewable energy technologies. While renewable energy sources are becoming cheaper and more efficient over time, they still require high initial investments and maintenance costs. Some renewable energy technologies also depend on subsidies and incentives from governments and markets to compete with fossil fuels. The availability and reliability of renewable energy sources. Unlike fossil fuels, which can be stored and used on demand, some renewable energy sources are intermittent and variable. For example, solar and wind power depend on weather conditions and daylight hours, which can affect their output and stability. To overcome this challenge, renewable energy sources need to be integrated with smart grids, energy storage systems, and backup power plants. The storage and distribution of renewable energy sources. Storing and transporting renewable energy can be difficult and costly, especially for remote areas or islands. Some renewable energy sources, such as solar and wind power, require large areas of land or sea to install their equipment, which can pose environmental and social challenges. To address this issue, renewable energy sources need to be connected with efficient and flexible transmission and distribution networks that can balance supply and demand. The social and political acceptance of renewable energy sources. Switching from fossil fuels to renewable energy sources requires a major shift in the way we produce and consume energy. This involves changing our habits, behaviors, and preferences, as well as overcoming resistance from vested interests and lobby groups. To achieve this change, renewable energy sources need to be supported by public awareness campaigns, education programs, policy reforms, and stakeholder engagement. Despite these challenges, there are also many opportunities for replacing fossil fuels with renewable energy sources. Some of these opportunities are the environmental benefits of renewable energy sources. By reducing greenhouse gas emissions and air pollution, renewable energy sources can help mitigate the effects of global warming and climate change. They can also conserve water resources, protect biodiversity, and reduce waste generation. The economic benefits of renewable energy sources. By creating new jobs, industries, and markets, renewable energy sources can boost economic growth and development. They can also reduce dependence on imported fuels, enhance energy security, and lower energy costs for consumers. The social benefits of renewable energy sources. By improving access to clean and affordable energy, renewable energy sources can improve the quality of life and well-being of millions of people around the world. They can also empower communities, promote gender equality, and foster social justice. In conclusion, replacing fossil fuels with renewable energy sources is a complex but necessary process that requires a collective effort from all stakeholders. By overcoming the challenges and seizing the opportunities of this transition, we can create a cleaner, greener, and more sustainable future for ourselves and generations to come.